Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're covering 3 sovereign citizen cases, all of which are follow-ups to cases I've covered before. One of them even brings us closer to a conclusion for a sovereign citizen I've followed across multiple states. So, let's get started.
All right, and court will call People versus Robert Geese, 26T884. Mr. Geese appears in the courtroom. Mr. Geese, you can just come to the podium, is fine. All right, and so, Mr. Geese, we are set for trial readiness today, and it looks like this case is set for jury trial on July 29th. I also received a motion from you for continuance, and it's my understanding from reading it that you have some Freedom of Information Act requests that are outstanding. Is that correct?
May I speak freely, Your Honor?
Sure. If you could respond to that, that'd be great.
It's important that I put on the record and identify myself with who I am and who I am not. May I do so, please?
Mr. Geese, I'm not going to play these games. So if you want to respond to that, I'd be happy to have you do that. Okay.
So you're denying my right to speak freely?
Mr. Geese, do you want to respond to my question about the motion to continue?
Yes, I do. I would like to address that.
If you would please respond, that would be great.
For the record, I'm not being allowed to read into identifying myself, who I am and who I am not. The reason for the continuance is I have both FOIAs and transcripts requests that, as you know, take quite a bit of time. The transcripts that I requested is everything up to this point. So it's important that I be able to review everything on the record. Also, continuance with regard to giving prosecution time to answer my motion for discovery, which, if I may ask, wouldn't that, and my affidavit of truth, wouldn't that be considered exculpatory evidence?
We've already addressed that, and we're not going to get into that, okay? They do not have to respond to your affidavit of truth. You get to file whatever you want. They get to file whatever they want, but it's not legally required. So what is it that you are trying to seek with the Freedom of Information Act requests?
Both oaths of office and bondings.
I'm sorry, and what?
Bonds.
What?
Who is bonded and who is not.
Okay, I'm not sure how that has any relevance in your case.
Well, it would have a bearing on not just this case, but what I do with regard to a potential appeal.
Yeah, I'm going to find it's not relevant to this case. Okay. So the transcripts that you're requesting are just for the court's rulings from the prior hearings, because we haven't had any testimony by officers or anything like that.
It's the entire, pardon me, it's the entire conversation, not just rulings.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to find that that's not required for trial because it is not a transcript of a witness testimony that's needed for impeachment or something like that. That I would certainly consider a continuance for. But there's not anything in the case that would meet those requirements. So
respectfully, I object.
I understand.
And I don't understand how the court can move forward based on what has been presented and shown without my motion being answered.
Your motion is the kind of thing someone with no understanding of the legal process might file. The transcripts wouldn't contain the previous testimony you're looking for, and you've already received your discovery. The continuance you're requesting also has no legal basis, so the answer is no, you're not getting one. And since you've chosen to represent yourself, you need to be prepared for your upcoming trial and understand the consequences of that decision.
I have already addressed your motion. So are the people ready to proceed to trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And then is the defense ready to proceed to trial?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm not going to grant a continuance based on the things that you've already indicated. Is there some other reason why you need a continuance of the jury trial?
I've stated the reason. Jurisdiction has been questioned. That has not been shown that the court has jurisdiction, subject matter or personal. And there are several points in my motion for discovery that have yet to be answered. So no to your question.
Okay, I have already addressed all of those issues. The court does have jurisdiction in the case. So I'm not going to find that any of those are grounds for a continuance.
Where is it shown on the record in writing that you have jurisdiction?
So I'm not going to fight with you about this, Mr. Geese. I do have jurisdiction. It happened in Weld County. Okay. So right now I show that we're set for jury trial on July 8 o'clock. So the case will be continued to that date and time for jury trial.
I object.
Okay. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
I would just also like to mention on
Let me have you come back to the podium, Mr. Geese. I'm sorry.
just because I was not able to relay the discovery to you.
Mr. Geese, why don't you face me? Okay. All right. So has he not picked up the discovery?
Not to my knowledge.
Yes, I have.
You have?
You have picked up
Okay.
all
I
the dis-
didn't. I would also like to point out the fact that I believe, if I'm understanding the dates correctly, that we're way past 21 days with providing that discovery.
The discovery was made available to you at the district attorney's office. I've told you that repeatedly when you've appeared in court. Okay. You have to go over there to pick it up. So is there additional discovery, Ms.
I just
Winterset?
wanted to note that the body camera video, which I would be hopefully bringing to trial, would be from minute 1:58 to minute 4:01 and minute 36:39 to minute 40.
Okay, those are the timestamps that you're planning to use?
Yes, that's true. And I wasn't sure how to relay that to Mr. Case
Okay,
before now.
all right. Mr.
Let me
Geese,
understand that, please.
sure. So you received the body cam footage on probably on a CD from their office?
Is it, I have the CDs.
Okay, so one of those is probably a body cam, and she's
What kind of
indicating.
file, if I may ask, is that?
Pardon?
What kind of file is
It's
that?
a
Because all
video
I see is,
Should be an
PDF.
MP3 or MP4, excuse me.
say again?
It should be an MP4. Is that correct in the discovery packets?
Yeah, it's a video file.
So it's an MP4.
I tell you what, why don't I pass the case for just a minute so you can show him the body clips or the body cam clips that you want to use, so that way there's no confusion. How about
Okay,
that?
thank you.
Okay.
Right.
All right, you can just go ahead and have a seat. They'll do that with you.
They step away for a moment to review the body cam footage, because apparently even opening a simple MP4 file is too much to handle. They do come back briefly, so I'll play that short clip before we move on.
Oh,
Your
you
Honor, we are ready to recall this case.
Okay.
Geese,
All
please.
right, so court will recall People versus Robert Geese, 26T884. All right, so were you able to show him the body worn clips that you're planning to use, Ms. Morissette?
Yes, I was. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Geese, do you have any legal objection to those clips?
I don't understand how the court is moving forward regardless of the discovery that's been submitted by prosecution.
Okay, so it sounds like you don't have any objection to those body worn camera clips, so the court will allow those to be used at trial. Okay, are there any other issues we need to address from the people?
No, Your Honor.
Any other issues from the defense?
No more than my previous objections.
And I've already ruled on those. Okay, all right. So the case will be continued then to the jury trial date of July 20th at 8 o'clock. We do have several other cases set for trial that day. We'll see where things work out as to whether we can proceed on the case that day or not.
Will this, Your Honor, will this be a jury, a trial by a
Yes.
jury of my peers?
We already had this discussion, okay? It's set for a jury trial that day. All right, thank you all very much.
I object. Am I free to go?
Yep, you're free to go. Thank you.
All right, so he has an upcoming jury trial, and I really hope they live stream it. The body cam footage was difficult to hear clearly, but based on what we did here, this trial could be interesting. Now we're heading to Michigan and one of my favorite judges, Judge Perkins, where we have a sovereign citizen Karen I've been covering for the past few years, Destiny Graves. This one is short, so I'm just going to let it play through.
City of Detroit versus Destiny Raven Graves, case number SP 1902232, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1902234, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Graves.
Good morning.
State your name for the
You hear
record,
me?
Ms. Graves. Good morning to you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, state your name for the record, please. Good morning to you.
Destiny Graves. Good morning.
All right, Officer Del Zacchio, good morning to you. Can you state your name, badge, number, department for the record, please? He was here. I don't know where he is now. Mr. Berry, I believe this is going to be set for a jury trial tomorrow.
Yeah, this is a final pretrial, so I would think there'd be an attorney and all.
Yeah, I don't know if she didn't request an attorney. Ms. Graves, are you prepared to handle this tomorrow on your own? I don't think you would be, but I'm going to ask you.
Am I prepared to handle it tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes. Are we going to discuss anything today or no?
I don't have anything to discuss. You haven't filed any witness list. You haven't filed any motions. I don't know if I'm almost positive you don't know procedure.
No, I know procedure. I know that there are certain things that I have to wait on before I make certain actions. But I would like to discuss the matters of my abatement.
All right, why don't you just talk to Mr. Berry and see if he can understand what's going on and he can try to work something out. Mr. Berry, she'd like to discuss some things. Today is the date and time set for a final pretrial. I did have Officer Zazacchio appear, join the room, and tomorrow is set for a jury trial. Join the room, please. We'll pass the matter. Mr. Berry, let's go back on the record with Ms. Graves. Where are we at, Mr. Berry?
We're going on to trial, Your Honor. We could not communicate. She's talking about abatement.
I know, I can't communicate with her either. Coming on into the trial tomorrow in person, ma'am.
In person?
Yes, in person.
Okay, so we're not going to discuss anything today?
Well, we've already discussed everything we're going to discuss. You're going to get your right to a trial, a jury trial, all right, in person. Come on tomorrow at 9 a.m. Let me let Ms. Horn know that as well, to bring her officer in person as well tomorrow morning, jury trial. All right, Ms. Graves, I'll see you in the morning. Have a
I'm
very
sorry,
good
I
rest.
do. One second, I have a question. Give me 1 second. I want to write this down.
I'm not answering any more of your questions. Tomorrow, the jury trial at 9 a.m., okay?
I see. Okay, thank you.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's the end of that hearing. Her jury trial was held yesterday, but unfortunately, it wasn't live streamed. I did check the court's registry of actions, and it looks like she was found responsible for one of her 4 charges while the other 3 were dismissed. It's possible she reached a plea agreement instead of going through the full jury trial. Now, our final sovereign citizen is Francis Hodgich, who I've previously covered in both Kansas and Colorado. Well, it turns out he was arrested on similar charges in Missouri. So that's 3 for 3 in states where, unfortunately for him, you actually need a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
All right, Kit Carson County Court is in session. Court's going to call case 2025 T 291, the People versus Francis Hodge.
Good morning.
Good
Yes,
morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can
Okay.
you hear me?
Yeah, I'm at work, so I'm just trying to get you situated on my earpods here. One of them about to die.
Okay, and let's see here. All right, so it looks like there has been no motions filed. Today is set for a motions hearing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, looks like we're set for a jury trial on August 5th
Yes, sir.
at 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Hodges, you're going to be
Yes.
prepared for that. We'll have a pretrial conference at 8:30, and then we'll begin the jury trial at 9.
Right. That's what's in there. I'd like to have the opportunity to have that extended, because I just got out of jail from Wyandotte County, Kansas City, Missouri, where I live, and I wasn't expecting to be incarcerated, but I guess Kansas seems to be quick to incarcerate people for non-criminal acts, but because of the statutes, they considered it criminal, even though there was no injured party. And that put a big
Can you
damper.
move a little bit closer to the mic? We're not picking you up.
Okay, actually here. Hey, boss, hey, let me step aside and get on my speakerphone. They're having trouble hearing me. Okay.
I can hear you now.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So anyway, after being incarcerated so abruptly, and it was really due to because I was representing myself going pro se, it was a very, very bad experience, and it put a big damper. I did lose my vehicle. Um, of course, I'm far behind on everything, mortgage, everything, and I do find it very unfair. So I would like either an extension, if possible, to postpone the trial so I can get some catching up so my family and I aren't so unprepared possibly. And either that or is this, what can we do to take care of it today, being that we're here today as well? I would like to also visit those options if that's possible.
Yeah, so I have one more case to take care of, which is a pretrial conference. But after that, I could allow you to speak with the district attorney, Madison Linton, and she can see if the two of you can make resolution. Before I do that, Ms. Linton, what's your position on a continuance?
Your Honor, I'd have no objection to a continuance as long as Mr. Hodge is aware of his speedy trial rights and he waives those rights.
Okay, and so I'll go through that speedy trial rights advisement. But Mr. Hodge, just hang on the line. I'll take care of this other case. And then I'll allow you to speak with her about a pretrial conference. If you can't reach an agreement, then I will give you a continuance. But I will first advise you of your rights to a speedy trial and make sure that you're waiving those rights in order to have that continuance. Any questions?
Okay. No, not at this time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Hang tight.
They step away briefly to discuss a potential plea offer, and he ultimately decides to accept.
Your Honor, is it possible to bring Mr. Hodge back from the breakout session?
We're trying. Maybe lost in the Ethernet.
There we go.
There's a +1. Mr. Hodge, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Kit Carson County Court is back on the record on 25T 291, the People versus Francis Hodge. Ms. Linton, where do we stand in this case?
Thank you, Your Honor. In my discussions with Mr. Hodge, I indicated that I would be willing to dismiss counts 1, no proof of insurance, as well as count 3, fictitious plate, in order for him to plead guilty to original count 2, driving under restraint. That is a Class A traffic infraction. It carries a possible penalty of a $100 fine. There could be other court costs and fees. If the court is willing to take that plea orally, and my motion to dismiss 1 and 3 orally as well.
Yes, thank you. All right, Mr. Hodge, you've heard the statements of the district attorney whereby they're agreeing
Your
to
Honor.
dismiss counts 1 and 3, which is no insurance and registration of fictitious plates. In exchange for that, you would plead guilty to driving under restraint. It would be a $100 fine plus court and statutory cost. Is that your understanding of the agreement, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. As to the charge of driving under restraint, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Well, the agreement is for me to plead guilty, and that's what I agreed to, so I'm pleading guilty.
Okay. Has anybody forced you into this guilty plea?
No,
Has anybody
not at all.
promised you anything other than what we've stated here this morning for you to plead guilty?
I would, no, not at all.
Okay. And do you understand the rights that you're waiving by entering this guilty plea?
I do.
All right, court's going to find that you knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently entered into a guilty plea to driving
Yep.
under restraint.
Mhm.
Anything further you'd like to say to the court, Mr. Hodge? You don't have to say anything, but if you'd like to, this is your opportunity.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So it'll be a $100 fine plus court and statutory cost. Do you have the number to reach back out to the court clerks to make
I do
arrangements?
not.
Okay, do you have a pen handy?
I do not. Would the court be? Oh, hold on. Hey, Toby, can I borrow a pen or your marker? Can I borrow your marker or a pen? Do you have one on you? I appreciate you. Okay, Your Honor, I am ready.
All right, it's 719 346
346
5524,
5524.
and then pick option 3.
Okay, is that for the clerk's office?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I actually do have that number here. It's in my old email that I'm looking
Okay.
at.
All right, if you'll call that number, this will conclude this case. Thank you all. Have a good day.
All right, thank you
Oh,
as
yes,
well.
we're
Take
vacating
care.
the jury trial.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Have a good
All
day.
right.
Thanks, Ms. Linden.
You too. Take care, guys.
Thank you, Your
Bye-bye.
Honor.
Thank you.
Alright, that's the end of today's video. 2 of the 3 defendants fought their cases and lost, while one ultimately decided to take a plea deal. Before we wrap up, there's one thing I want to point out. The 3rd defendant spent a lot of time talking about how difficult his situation was, but many of those consequences came from the choices he made. We hear this same argument over and over again from people who decide to reject the legal system and then act surprised when the system responds to them. If you're thinking about going down that road, don't. Courts have jurisdiction over cases within their legal authority, and repeating sovereign citizen arguments isn't going to change that. Your best option is to understand the law, work within the system, and do what you can to move forward. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you disliked it, hit the dislike. Don't forget to leave a comment below and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any of my content that I'm out.